It's time for Maggie and the Moms, sponsored by Tampa General Hospital. Welcome to Maggie and the Moms, where we celebrate but never sugarcoat parenting. On our panel today, we welcome back Janine Grace, a mother of 3, whose mantra is cook, pray, slay. That's the name of her blog, where she shares healthy and easy recipes for busy moms. Margaret Zakarian is also a mother of 3, as well as the producer of the new primetime show, Big Restaurant Bet, which airs Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on Food Network. Be sure to watch as Margaret and her husband, celebrity chef Jeffrey Zakarian, search for the next star of the restaurant world. Joanna Sanchez, a mother of 3 as well, is the founder of Local Mom Box, a subscription service delivering kid-friendly activity boxes containing activities and crafts, as well as a gift for mom. I always love having you here. Welcome back to all 3 of you.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. And we're going to start with a question today. How do you motivate a lazy child? This topic was inspired by an article that we read in imom.com, where the mom basically says that she has the kind of student who will not really pay attention in class, slacks off a little bit with homework, turns in assignments late, but then brings in good grades because he's just smart and can cram for an exam and kind of raise the grade that way. And it frustrates her to no end because he then says, well, what do you care if I'm making good grades? Why is it so important? Janine, is it important?
Oh my, so I struggle with the same thing. So I wish I can give some really great advice, but I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say because I literally struggle with this a lot. I try to not use the word lazy. I do think there's such a negative connotation to that. I think kids have their own, like motivations, what motivates them. So I try to like really hone in on what motivates my daughter that I have that issue with. I won't name her. But I just try to like focus on, what motivates her, what can we do? And, I'm not too good for like bribery, guys. I'm just, no judgments, but whatever works, but I do try to, focus on why it's important for that, getting that experience and that hands-on. There's more learning in that part of it than just doing the, the test and you have an A. So there's more to it than that. So we have those conversations a lot, but I would love to hear what you guys have to say.
Do you have any advice for her?
So I think routine is really good. So even if they can bring home an A, no matter what, or cramming, like every day if there's a routine, like at these hours, you have to be learning something. So if you're not doing your homework, you're off your device. And then I try to have them set their own goals for their grades. So we look at semester 1, they set the goal for semester 2, and like 2 or 3 things they can do to get there. And so it's like they're in charge of it. And then I find that then they're more motivated to do it instead of mom saying, you should do this. Or
that is a great point. That's
and how
true.
old are your girls?
13 and 15.
Okay, so I'm headed down the right track then because with Jonathan, my 7-year-old, who just recently turned 8, we looked at his quarterly goals, or his quarterly 9-week grades, and we kind of just talked about, the new year came up, and you always talk about resolutions and what you're going to do. So we looked at his 9 weeks and what he did well and what he wanted to work on, and then we set a goal and then an action plan. Like, how are you going to be a better reader? Well, we got to read a little bit more every day. And so then setting the routine that, okay, during this time and this time, we're going to spend this time reading as a family even. And if, like we say, we have to be that model for our kids. So we can't be a lazy mom or, lazy,
I agree
right?
with that.
We got to do the reading and let them see us doing that. We all enjoy reading, right?
And I think it's great that you set the goal and as you added to that, made a plan. Because a goal with a plan is setting your child up for success, right? So my kid's school, my son's school specifically, does something I love. So with every report card, you're eligible for two honors. You can make the headmaster's list, which is for, good grades, straight A's. The other one is you can make the E Club, stands for Effort Club, which means that every teacher agreed that you worked really hard and kind of provided your maximum effort. And of course I applaud when he makes, the heads list, but I applaud more when he makes the E Club. Because if you make the straight A's but you don't make the Effort Club, then that means that your teachers didn't think that you gave it your all. So really, those A's came easy for you. And in life, I remind them all the time, most things don't come easy. You have to work. And really, I think that your work ethic is much more of an indicator of your future success than your talent. I have seen it many times in my business and in life. And so I motivate them by telling them stories. I praise anytime there's effort, like process over product. Another thing we do is my son loves this movie that has this great quote. So the movie is Thunderstruck. Kevin Durant is an NBA player. He stars in this movie, and he has the best quote in this movie. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
Ooh,
I love that.
We have it printed, and it's in my son's room, and it reminds us all.
That's a really great
good
one.
Yeah. I love
All right,
that.
let's spin the wheel and see what comes up in our wheel of mom topics today. Ask your kids. All right, in case this one came up, I asked you to ask your kids because we all agree kids sometimes speak a different language. They come up with these words and these phrases. You're like, what does that mean? And they're all saying it and you have no idea what's going on. So I asked you to ask your kids to share a word or a phrase that they're using a lot to help us understand kids speak. I know yours are little, but are they doing the kids speak thing already?
Well, I have one for us, TGFG. Thank goodness for Google, because I had to Google this because I'm not in this age yet, where they have the secret language. And I found OC, which
OC,
means
I don't know.
open crib,
What?
which means that if there's a party or gathering without parents there, it's considered an open crib.
OC.
Oh, wow.
OC.
Okay, I haven't heard that one, but I'm going to keep my ears
Yes.
peeled.
Yes.
Hilarious.
What about you, Margaret?
So I had like 2 different age groups going with this one. So my 8-year-old sus.
Sus, yeah.
Sus. So Trevor suspect, but the girls are like horrified when he said that. Don't say that, Mom. This is so uncool. So they said cap.
Yes, I got cap too.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, we all got cap. Okay, explain what
So
cap is.
she said it means a lie.
It means a lie.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Right? I was like, so yes, cap.
So
That's
like,
cap. That's a
I
lie.
ate 5 donuts.
That's cap.
No, and then someone will say, that's cap, or you're capping.
That's
and
right.
then the person will say, no cap. I don't know. We can't pull it off. I'm so sorry.
No.
But cap is lie. What did you get?
So, okay, guys, so I have to admit, when I first heard the cap, I thought it meant caption. So that's how uncool I am. So, so I was going to say cap, but another one that they say, I'm going to try to say this without sounding like an idiot, but like stan. You guys heard of that?
I've heard. Is that
I
like a,
stand, like Maggie, those shoes, like I stand those shoes.
do you like them or do you not like them?
I love them.
Oh, Stan is good. Okay.
Stan is good. Stan is good. I hope I didn't mess that
Stan
up.
is
but
good.
Yeah.
All right, I was going to say cap also, but the other one, this one came from my daughter. She says that a boy at school said to her, I like your fit.
Oh,
Do you know what that
I've
means?
heard that.
I've
Your
heard that.
clothes,
Yeah.
your style.
Yeah.
So your
that.
fit is your
Cap,
style.
I would just say if we all knew that, I'm sure it's on the way out. So
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Exactly.
I think we just single-handedly made all of these words uncool just by uttering them.
Yeah.
You're welcome. All right, here we go with our next spin of the wheel. And the next one is no shame. All right, so we are all going to admit something that is maybe not be ideal in our parenting life, but we're going to say it with no shame. Just like this mom that we follow on Instagram did. One awkward mom says, my kid had fruit salad for breakfast. Frozen fruit salad. Popsicles. They had popsicles for breakfast. There you go. She admitted it with no shame. So are you brave enough, Margaret, to do the same?
Okay, I was thinking on this. Let's see. So I have allowed the girls sometimes for breakfast to make themselves like a coffee drink. I'm like, that's fine. Just get out of the house. They know how to like make those espresso concoctions.
You know what's making
I'm
me
like,
laugh? She's like this, I have.
Good.
Sometimes. Is it hard to say?
Yes,
I
it's
know.
awful. It's awful. I did it.
Hashtag no shame.
There you go.
Coffee for
shame.
breakfast. Oh.
Man, I grew up in a Cuban household with café con leche, coffee with milk in my bottle. Okay, so you're fine.
Good. You're fine.
Joanna.
Yeah, so mine, I have twins that are 4, and they get out of school at 12:30. So then I have a gap of time between 12:30 and 2:30, and then I have to go get Jonathan from school. So sometimes I'm like tired at 12:30, and they're like, "Mom, we want to play." I'm like, "Okay, let's play the sleeping baby game." And
Do tell, what is the sleeping baby game?
so I lay on the couch. I lay on the couch, and they sing me stories and rub my back. I mean, read stories, and they rub my back and put me to sleep.
You might be a genius.
You're the baby.
I'm the baby.
brilliant.
Yes.
You're brilliant.
Janine,
Okay. I wish I could play that game. My kids are a little older. But I oftentimes, especially when I'm really tired, I've had a long day, I will just let them pick their bedtimes and just, you guys go for it.
Oh, total no shame in that
No
one.
shame.
All right, mine is pretty shameful. Sometimes I get behind on laundry, and then the next morning if I hear the dreaded question, Mom, is my PE uniform clean? You're like, And so you run to the hamper and do the sniff test, praying that it's okay to wear. Yeah, it's fine. So, sorry, mom life. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And stick around for a story, an important story with our Maggie and the Mom sponsor, Tampa General Hospital, involving an advancement that they've pioneered that will help people with valve problems.
We are very happy with these initial results, and we hope that it's going to pan out in the long term for them.